Ah, look at that bright sky. Good morning from Cefalù. And this little park up here has been amazing. White lines means free parking. Dead close to town, which is just over there. There's a beautifully clean toilet block just there. The beach is just there with showers on it that work all year round. It seems that way anyway. It's November now and it's still working now. And there's this little beach gym as well, which is great for a basic workout. This is a banger and I'm sad to leave, but there's a volcano that needs climbing and I'm gonna go and do it. Welcome to Mt Etna, which is up there, actually. Where is it? Yeah, just there. That is the peak. We are currently at 1,900 meters, and I'm going to attempt to hike up to about 2,800 today, which is as high as you can go without a guide. And I'll tell you why as we go along. Now, as I said, I'm doing this barefoot, but not completely barefoot, Vivobarefoot. And this isn't sponsored, but I did get given this pair free when I did the ultra marathon in Tunisia a couple of weeks back. So, super keen to try them out. Going up a volcano. Let's get on it. Water, hoodie, mid-layer, buff, food, and hat. This is Etna South, which is basically the jumping off point really for all the tours that go up this side of the volcano. It's a volcano. Up this side of the volcano. See the gondola going up here. And then once you get off the top of the gondola, you get 4x4 rides higher up still, and that's where the majority of the attempts at the peak start from. I'm gonna hike up that part myself because this gondola is really expensive. Let's go check it out. Okay, up at 2,100 meters now, and the air is noticeably thinner, no question. There's great old craters over here, and of course the bit I'm hiking up at the moment is basically one of the ski slopes. What a cool thing to do, come and ski Mount Etna with that view all the way down to Catania on the coast. Beautiful. Okay, up at 2,271 meters. And this Etna is Europe's biggest and most active volcano. And it's really spectacular. See all the lava flows, all the volcanic ash. It's really cool. Up above the clouds now as well, which is amazing. The peak is 3,400-ish meters. Depending on recent volcanic activity, because it can change, it can fluctuate very slightly. And the most recent one here was June this year, 2025. So not that long ago. Okay, back to it, because a couple of reasons. One, according to the gondola there, actually I'm only legally allowed to climb to 2,500 meters without a guide on this side of the mountain anyway. And also, that sun is setting, so I definitely don't want to be up here after dark. So let's get up there as high as we can go and then see what time we got left. Okay, at the gondola station, and I've realised I haven't eaten or drunk anything on this hike yet. I'm very bad at that, I just don't stop. So I've got some water and a real meal bar, not sponsored, but these things are A, delicious, B, vegan, gluten-free. They got all the nutrition in, and most importantly, when you're doing activities, they just sit in your stomach. 100% great, highly recommended. Okay, up above the gondola now. It's thinner, noticeably, and the terrain is much more interesting of this lava field. Very bumpy. Off the road as well, which is nice, and getting closer to the summit. Obviously, not going to get there, but you can see the steam emitting from up there. Oh, it looks cool. That's 4 p.m. and I'm going to call that my turnaround time. Time to head back down the other side, but it did enable us to get this view on the north side of Etna, which is all covered in cloud obviously, but you can see down there a little bit, and this cool kind of valley here. Yep, time to turn around. It's about an hour till sunset, and that should be plenty of time to get down. There's a bit I was looking forward to. We have just dipped into the cloud layer here, and it feels immediately like 5 degrees colder. That's the easy way down. That's why it's always so important to make sure you've got plenty of layers, proper layers, when you're on a mountain. I think I'm going to be fine today. I don't think I'm going to need any of my extras. But if I got stuck up here a little bit longer, or didn't correctly choose my turnaround time or whatever, you can get very cold very quick. Oh, look at this. This is cool. Look at that. Lost it. Oh, honestly, if you can't enjoy running down the volcano, look at this. Beautiful. Yeehaw. Mount Etna, done. That was really good fun. Certainly don't have to go all the way to the summit to have a good time here. There is so much to see on the lower slopes. There's craters all the way down here at Etna South. So you can go, you could drive up here and just have a lovely walk around for half an hour and have a really good time. Of course, the gondola is quite expensive, but you have to understand that there's a lot of holiday makers very close, just over there in Catania, and they're willing to pay that kind of money just to go up a few 100 meters. And also, I suppose you also have to consider the fact that if Etna blows its top again, then it could just melt that. It could just melt the gondola to the ground. So they have to probably have some kind of insurance so they can get restarted again if the worst happens. It's got all the other kind of stuff that you'd expect here. The gift shops, the slightly overpriced restaurants. Slightly, not too bad to be fair. But I'm going to have the second half of my real meal bar and then head to the coast to have my proper evening meal this evening. Thoughts on, let's get them off. Thoughts on the Vivobarefoots. Overall, let's get this off first and then I'll talk to you. Here's the boy. Yeah, overall, really happy. I like the barefoot idea, especially in a hiking scenario. I like being able to feel the ground under your foot. And I went over some pretty big rocks in this, and they dealt with them really well. Like, you can feel it on your foot, but obviously these, like, the sole is very flexible, as you can see, but they do really protect your feet. And with this kind of slight ankle support as well, very loose, like the ankle support isn't too tight, but it just gives you a little sense of security there as well. But the best thing I liked about these today was on those awesome downhill sections, careering through the volcanic ash and dust and rocks and stuff. Having this meant that very little of that dust and little stones, small stones would be the biggest issue. Very little of that actually got in the shoe. So big up for those, absolutely. Would I be running in them anytime soon? Maybe not. You need to be really careful transitioning from regular trainers to a barefoot style. But maybe if I go for a short run, I'll give them a try and let you know. But yeah, overall, I liked them. Are you still recording? Okay, that's the end of this one now. If you enjoyed it, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode when I've no idea where I'll be. I don't know. Just watch it and find out. Peace.